Alright, what's up? It's your girl at Tiffany M. Draper, and I'm going to have to come up with something new because I'm not a girl anymore. I'm a grown woman. So if you want me to have a new slogan, you can email me, TiffanyMDraper@gmail.com. Now, on my status, I said that black men are not required to find black women attractive. And it was a young man that came on there, and he agreed, and he said, hey, I've never really found black women attractive, and I always get attacked for it. And what did I say? That offended some people, but I said, if it doesn't apply to you, keep it pushing or I'm going to charge you up, because I will, right? What is my slogan? I will charge you up like a phone on 1%. Because I'm tired of people getting... First of all, let me introduce my guest. I have my Aunt D here, and I speak with her a lot about different subjects, and I feel like this needs to be for the internet because she's not ratchet like a lot of these hood rats on here, and I think that you guys can learn from her. What's up, Andy?
Hi, Tim.
Now, what do you feel about my topic, Andy, when it comes to black men? Do you feel like solely because they are black men that they should be required to find black women attractive?
No, I think everybody has their own personal taste, what they find beautiful.
So do you think they're sellouts?
No, not necessarily.
Derek.
I think that there are beautiful women, black women in all shades. There are black women that have different features, and more than likely, if they're not being biased against black women, they will find some black woman that they find beautiful.
Now, what do you feel about certain black men that only, such as my friend Derek that's watching, who only finds a certain type of black woman attractive?
Well, that makes sense. Most people have their preference. You know, most people have something that they find beautiful. Nobody finds everything about everybody beautiful. They all have something. Some people like eyes, some people like lips, some people like feet, some people like figures. So whatever they find beautiful is their own personal opinion.
Okay, but the reason what I get hung up on when people say preference, and I'm not saying you're doing this, but a lot of people say that they prefer something, and I think they get the definition of preference misconstrued, because a preference would mean, say for example, I prefer green apples, which I do, but I'll still eat a red apple. When people say they prefer something, that means they'll still take what they don't prefer, correct?
Well, it just depends on what you're talking about. If you prefer to a certain look, and that's what you want to be with, you're not going to take any other look just because it's available. And you may not feel the same way about it. I mean, you may try it, but you may not feel the same way about it as you would something that you find particularly beautiful.
Now, my homeboy Derek says, everybody got their own preference. Don't try to put me on Front Street. Shut up, Derek, because I saw you watching. And then what does Facebook tell you to do? It says wave. The person knows you're watching. You don't never wave. You just want to peep and tom your way up in here and just think that I'm just going to let you slide. Absolutely not. Now, I told you, me and you will do our live later, and you know we're going to be ratchet. Okay, we're back. We're trying to reconnect. Now, as far as preference is concerned, do you feel like the media has an impact on what people would prefer when we doing the podcast? When I get back home, Derek, do you feel like that?
Do I feel what?
Do you feel like the media has an impact on what people prefer?
I think so. I think that a lot of people tend to go with the crowd. And so there is such a thing as being swayed by what you see the most of. That's something that black people dealt with years ago as far as creating an atmosphere where black can be considered beautiful. There were a lot of efforts made to include black people in commercials and include black people in all areas of life. And even today you still see most of the time black people are shown as the one strictly with another race. You hardly ever see a black man and a black woman in a good, loving relationship on television. I think that plays into what a lot of people believe as reality when it's really not.
And thank you, Tony. Glow. Just know that. I know. But let me say this. I agree. Now, this is the problem. Me and her, we don't agree on when because she believes that mixed people are black, correct?
According to America's standard. Yes.
Right. Okay, so this is where I'm going with that. The media is trying to, with mixed-ish and black-ish. Do you find it kind of funny that on Black-ish, the majority of the characters weren't even fully black?
Well, that was the whole thing. You're not completely black. You're Black-ish. You're black. You're mixed. And that's what they were trying to portray.
And I'm a little slow because the whole time I'm thinking Black-ish was just black-ish. Because that's what we say, slang-ish, when we're not trying to cuss.
Oh, no. They were trying to say these people that you can't really call them black. They're mixed. They're Black-ish.
I don't subscribe to the term mixed is black because that was used in slavery for the one drop rule. And then I'm going to ask you, would you consider a lion and a tiger's baby to be a tiger or a liger? I'm finna get him. Come on, Andy.
I'm trying to remember because there is a term for it.
You're looking so beautiful. Thank you, but this ain't nothing. It's something slight. You hear me? All right, go ahead, Andy.
There's a term for that, and one is a liger, one is a tiger.
It's called a liger.
Or whatever, so...
Go ahead, Andy.
They called it. Whatever they've described, whatever name they've given their blend, that's what it is.
It's called a liger.
Okay.
And so
the point is...
She finna give me. Okay, the point is, it's not a tiger and it's not a lion. It's a liger.
Okay.
Just like a person that's black and white is not black, nor is that person white. They're mixed, right? Finna get her.
Okay, so you're saying that there should be another term for people who are black and white?
Just mixed, though, seriously. But you know what? I agree with you because then you have too many subcategories, because mixed can be anything, not just black and white. So you got to
have a different one for every kind of mixture.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, most blacks, especially in America, there's not any pure blacks anymore. We all have something else in us mostly. So there's really no purpose. That would be an effort that would just be unprofitable. Why would you even go through that effort?
I just want to say to all the ugly females that are going to get mad when I upload this to YouTube, thank you, Andy, for chiming in on that. That was my special co-host, my aunt. All right? Now let's get over here. To the ugly females that are going to be mad on YouTube, don't get mad at me because I don't need makeup. All right? Don't get mad at me because you want to copy all of this. You understand? And please protect yourselves, everybody. Protect yourself with masks. I have a mask maker. You hear me? Just inbox me. Inbox me if you want your mask. A custom mask. You could put I don't like black females right here on and then just advertise. She's a coon. Listen. Curtis. I want to add you to this. I want to add you to this live because I want to charge you up. But you my cousin, but I want to charge you up. And you already know why. Oh, I got something stuck in my lip. So, yeah, getting back to the subject, we're all humans. I hate that, Demetrius. I'm going to tell you why I hate when people say we're all humans.
I agree with Demetrius.
Of course you agree with Demetrius.
That's what I was thinking. I just didn't want to say it. It's basically just a classification. What's the purpose? We're all humans. We're the human race. We're different from animals. What's the purpose of even trying to classify people? We all bleed red. Really? That's why we have the race issues that we have, because people want to classify and try to make one person better than another. And we're all the same.
But doesn't it go back to what we were saying earlier, Andy, where we were talking about how it's like saying we don't see color? Isn't saying we're all humans a form of saying when they say they don't see color?
What I'm saying is if we didn't have the color distinction, quote, color distinction, because basically everybody's brown. Everybody's a shade of brown. Basically, that's what melanin is. You have more of it, you're darker. You have less of it, you're lighter complexion.
And you know what? White person charged me up, Andy, because I said, y'all ain't got no melanin. And they was like, they have melanin.
All of them, everybody has some. There's no such thing as a white person. Everybody has some color.
Thank you, Demetrius, for saying I'm beautiful the way I am. And what's up, Tanya? So, I would love for my family to get on more discussions like this, but they don't really care for the social media stuff like this. But as you can see, I was raised by very intelligent people. So when I act a fool online, trust me, that is not a reflection of how I was raised. So with that being said, y'all, I'm going to keep it short. Later on, the Ratchet Show with Derek will happen. But please know, I'm surrounded by educated people. I will talk to you guys later.